I would like to share you guys documentations of conversations. How did I get onboarded to this program? So from my TikTok shop, I received this message about the market research recruiter from SHEIN Group. As you can see, I will have to cover some information that I don't want to get sued or anything, but just giving the informations of this person. From there, they put me into WhatsApp. As you can see, there is a link where I had onboarded. And these conversations would laid out what happened to me, that I am trying to tell SHEIN Group about how this discrepancy happened. And so that the viewers and the public will understand what and how the discrepancy happened and why did I get scammed from the person who introduced herself as part of a SHEIN Group. So from here, this lady or this operator had onboarded me. But as you can see in her messages, there is no policy walk and there is no any documentation she had provided to me other than one-on-one support. All of these conversations, you guys can go through and read it. There are some sensitive information that I hope you guys doesn't think that I'm broadcasting it, but this is a proper layout and proper documentations that I want to share so that the SHEIN Group would understand that there is a discrepancies on my onboarding. As you can see, this lady has just supporting me one-on-one. She didn't told me about the verified support other than telling me that she is my one-on-one support. She allowed me to understand the process about the payment and how things like the platform works. She even showed me her screenshot. As you can see, she also have her own storefront. These are the image of the platforms we are operating. As you can see, she was helping me with a Bitcoin. She even know exactly what kind of Bitcoin I can go through. As a trusting person, I have just acted in good faith that these persons are actually legitimate because she seemed to know what she's saying. So as you can see in her screenshot and our screenshot conversation, she's the only person knows my account. She's the only person I am sharing all my transactions because she is my one-on-one support. How will I know how the platform works without her, right? So this is where I am telling the SHEIN Group about what do you mean by onboarding, because as of my screenshot, it will show that there is no proper onboarding about walking me through policy, walking me to any contract for me to understand the layout of the program. She just walking me into way that how to fulfill an order, how to transfer a Bitcoin money, and how to, to help me about my product, telling me about I should add more product, but she never say about the verify support other than she told me that she is the main contact. And as you can see in the conversation, she was continuously like sharing me about this information, reassured me about everything. And she was pretty much the one who's taking care of things. So I have to actually cut some of that informations for privacy. This is public so that you guys can understand the process of onboarding, and also you guys can judge if it's actually properly made, because again I will share the customer service message so that you guys can judge how the discrepancies of this onboarding happen. I am not sharing the screenshot and official stuff for her privacy. But then again, if I have to use it to fight for this, for my settlement on what happened to me, I also want you guys to keep sharing these videos, because this is an awareness for you all. An awareness how you guys can avoid the process, because then again, here is the proper layout. This is a proper documentations where people can follow what happened. It is hard to explain when you don't have any proper layout of documentations in terms when you get scammed. And the platforms, again, might not be the people, or they are saying that they are not scammers. I understand. But see this screenshot of the conversations of how did I onboarded and the lack of documentations and transparency of the program, which lead me to the scammer hand. Again, the reason why I am doing this because the SHEIN is not trying to consider that the reason I got scammed, it is because of how discrepancies on my onboarding. This is how I explain in a way it's easier for my viewers to understand, and this is easiest in a way where SHEIN Group can follow the evidence what I have. Because this is a strong evidence that when I got onboarded, there is no contract had made given to me, and there is no transparency in terms of verifications communication. Again, this is their internal staff who onboarded me inside. So I continue sharing you guys the videos, all the conversations from July 11 to September 21st, my very last deposit for my security of the account. Because according to her, once I got that security deposit inside, my account will reactivate it right away, and actually my withdrawal will be released within 24 hours. It's all written in this conversations, so you guys can see whose fault and who's liable from what happened to me. It is strongly important for me to share this because I am transparent and honest and cleared my name out of this. Because again, I cannot continue the feeling of distress and all this financial distress. I believe that I have a strong evidence that I have never been onboarded correctly and I have never had the contract. And so why is it they are reinforcing me to pay the 5% sales tax? Because again, I am not blaming them. I am not blaming the SHEIN Group that scammed me. But the reason I have got scammed because of the communication gap and the discrepancy of my onboarding. It is important for our platforms that we are onboarded with transparency, documentations, and informations so that we know what to expect in the program. As a legitimate business, this is the legitimate approach for because this is a very sensitive report. Because if there is a discrepancy that happened, this is not gonna be good on their names. This is going to drag their names out of it. So again, I am sharing this. I am sharing an awareness, but things I will also call the lawyer and share all this evidence to them. This will be forwarded to Los Angeles regulatory, because they will have to investigate this, because I live in Canada and the only way I can do this is to pursue a lawyer and send all my documentations, all my evidence of the discrepancy of the platforms, and so the lawyer can actually send that information through Los Angeles, through their jurisdictions. I look into it and I believe I have a strong case in this matter. And as a small business owner for SHEIN Group, I understand that you guys did not expect this. However, I've been seeking and crying for you guys to assist me and help me of what happened to me. I've given you guys a chance to help me out. I keep all this evidence so that you guys can do your investigations properly. Yet, I had been waiting, and still you guys are continue to reinforce for me to pay the 5% sales tax. According to the law, when there is no contract had made, you cannot reinforce your resellers to pay the 5% sales tax, especially when the onboarding had made discrepancies of the platform. You guys are liable to this. I keep sharing these videos and all some evidence that I am strongly believe that you guys have discrepancies, and it's not that it's your mistake. I am saying that your internal SHEIN who onboarded me did not properly do what he rule. And because of that, it's affected me navigating the system and feels like I'd been manipulated through that process. And also, after this conversation, as you can see, August 11, we're still exchanging. I'm sharing her about my things and she's helping me. Oh yeah, this and that. You can see, guys, that she was actually the one who's understand, and she was the one who's helping me to the process. There is no, she did not have told me about going to the call to the customer seller in my platform. She did not mention that. All what she said is just walking me through fulfillment 24 to 48 hours, and she's just, helping me through and how to unfreeze my account. And this is where she always just step out. How to unfreeze my account, what happened to my account, why did I get violated? Again, this is cleared evidence that she did not onboard me properly. And this is why the societies and all my viewers, I want you guys to understand and judge the process. Now, from here, I have to cover those sensitive informations. I don't want them to tell me that I've been spreading all these full accusations or anything. This is an evidence. This is not a false accusations. This is an evidence. When you go through the platforms, you have to make sure that everything is written and evidence. As you can see, I'm sharing even the screenshot, my dashboard to her, only to her. And this is why, you know what, it's impossible for some scammer to understand and to come to me and all this knowledge and understanding. So this is why I keep telling them that I believe that this is an insider. So yet they don't want to close the case yet. They're still investigating it, but still they are reinforcing me to pay for 5% sales tax. See, she even know the 6 to 12 hours and everything, like. And according to a legitimate SHEIN, my account will automatically activated soon as there is a money in there. But that's quite of interesting, because how will we know that it will be activated without a one-on-one support? So here she's still sharing some root, link to get me in to sign in, because they said that they continue maintenance the program. And as you can see, she's even like telling me about the invite and so on and so forth. You guys can pause it so to understand. All of this are the conversations had made until, I would say, September 21, until I put my last deposit, and she did not reply me after that. You're gonna see what's gonna happen here. I'm even sharing how much this order, and I said I can fulfill, and so on and so forth. I'm very transparent. I'm a business owner, and I need to be transparent with my partner. I thought I had a partner in that moment anyway. So I continue, sharing her my plans, sharing her, because I trust her. I mean, she's a one-on-one support according to her. She's the only one who's verified support that I can share about my my plan and how I understand everything. As you can see, we're still kind of like changing. I don't really message her that much, but she's kind of like, oh, hey, how are you doing? And so when I have a difficulties with my store, like there's a delay, I always like, hey, and you know what, there's a delay, and this would be a little hard for me because it's too high of a volume sales. And she was kind of like, oh yeah, okay, we will help you through that. So you can see in these conversations that she was supporting me for the last 60 days. She was there until August 28th. As you can see, she said, oh, 48 hours fulfillment. You'll never see the contract. You'll never see her telling me that, oh, you just go to the customer support for the verified support. Nothing in this conversation had mentioned to me about that. Nothing in this conversation had walked me through policy. Nothing to this conversation informed me about the platforms. Nothing other than what I am doing and fulfilling an order. Like, I am it feels like something is off in these situations, yet I had been trusting the platforms. Again, I trust SHEIN group, and it's not necessarily that I just like doubting it. As you can see in also in these conversations, I'm a little doubty. I keep asking, you know what, this is a little bit sketchy. Like, it doesn't make any sense why I keep putting deposit and deposit, and you never give me any of those contract that I had to put deposit. So I'm a bit blinded when she put me into this, and this is why they keep asking me that no please don't share the informations and privacy of our previous stuff. I will need to share this because, again, you guys doesn't understand these conversations is very important for me to show the world that, hey, there is a discrepancy on my onboarding, and that's the reason I get scammed. And I can connect everything, and these videos and this screenshot can show every little thing that we are doing together. Because again, they said is when you're onboarding into this program, you're gonna have a one-on-one support. And then I don't know what's going on in their internal. It's none of my business. My part here is to show the evidence that I have this throughout. And now again, I will have to cover those sensitive informations if I'm lacking, so my apologies. So yes, here we continue to, I said it's not fair. September 12th, this is my last freeze because I tried to initiate to withdraw at 3,000 US dollars out of my 51,000 profit. And here she explained me, oh, because you have another late and it's not cleared again. And yeah, so here we go again. Please, I said it's not fair. This, I don't know what, and like, I don't know, I don't have this. And this is where I felt become intentional because why, I mean, she told me 24 to 48 hours and then you can withdraw again. That's the first things that she told me. So when I fulfill this order, I am confident, okay, well, it's already delivered. I think I can withdraw the money. And then that's where I get freeze again. And here she is telling me that, oh, well, you know what, since you're running your business for 60 days now, then you can withdraw all your money. And then you just need to put the security deposit, and within 24 hours, then you can actually get your money on you. And that's why they make you believe to put more deposit because they always using the 24 hours release. And here I am messaging her. I said, you know what, my bank, I having a problem with my bank, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. And she was like, oh, I can see frustrations in your words because, but I said, I am frustrated because again, another time again that I had been freeze again, and here I am still working so hard trying to comply because I am a very compliant. She know I'm compliant. She know I'm doing my job as a reseller to the platforms. And this is where something is very, very becoming more suspicious to me is she's still trying to message me and encourage me to put a deposit. She encourage me to try to deposit, encourage me to try to deposit, reassuring me that, hey, you can actually withdraw all your money and so on and so forth. And then here, once you complete, and then back again, same thing, reassurance, blood. This is all the same, like the same as everybody. And reassuring, let me understand, and even like, oh my goodness. So I continue to like communicate with her, and I telling her about my visions, and I'm telling her about my operations. And there she is, she's still like, oh, you don't have to send the 10,000 in one go, blah blah blah. And yeah, here it is. She was like, see, WhatsApp is a use main support. This is where I highlighted it. WhatsApp is the main support. Now, SHEIN, this is how I get onboarded. And this is the operator tells me that this is the official support or verified support. So how did I manage to lose my money? Well, because this is the discrepancies I am saying. That I have not properly onboarded, I have misled by this operator, and I trusted the platforms, and all I can think is that, oh, the WhatsApp is the main support. Oh, the WhatsApp is the main support. So this is where the suspicious when I'm trying to connect the dot is that she was telling me that this is the official support. So please, continue to read all this discussion so that you guys can understand. Now here, this is the 50% reactivations, and then it's just continue to make me believe about it. And I said to her, you know what, this is for my children's and so on and so forth. And once you successfully withdraw, you'll have the undeniable proof, you have the silent doubt. And this is like continue to reassure me about putting the deposit. And this is how they encourage you to put more deposit. They are like, I don't know how it is, but indeed, this is the conversations going on with us for the 60 days. So here I am still again compliant, and I shared to her, hey, you know what, I found this scam in that Reddit. And oh yeah, thank you for sharing that, because I found a Reddit scam, exactly the same dashboard. And so I show that to her, and she said to me, oh, I completely understand, that's what actually a TikTok shop scam, and it's not affiliated by the SHEIN market group. So a SHEIN market group never invites sellers through personal accounts. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, okay. So here we go. All the invitation handed by the SHEIN recruitments. And this is, they telling me, and okay, I believe it again. Of course, when things like this is, now she's sharing me her dashboard. She's sharing me that she is verified a seller as well. So this one, it will help find this person. She said 24 hours, and how could be confusing. SHEIN market fit invitations do not come with anything. It's come from the market research, and it sounds too good to be true. But yes, I am compensated by SHEIN, but my role is to make the sellers. I mean, see, she even explained that she has so many resellers, and this is what I keep telling guys, it's dangerous because she's handling 20 resellers, and how many of us has been scammed yet? I'm sure there are so many resellers that already scam, but they staying quiet because they don't document all the process and all the transactions, and they never document, and they're not prepared for this. And I am prepared for this. I am prepared if something happened to me. I need to make sure that I can fight back. As a business owner, you guys interrupt my business. You guys bring me distress in money and financially in my family. Then as a small business owner, I am not scared to fight for large corporations as long as I have the proper evidence that I can show that you guys have discrepancies in your onboarding. The person that you guys assigned to onboard me did not do her role, and that is not my fault, but that's accountability of the platform, because you guys hired internal SHEIN that doesn't know how to follow your rules. So this is your liability as SHEIN group. As you can see, you guys continue to see and watch this. This is where I had been on the last 6 months waiting for her to contact with me. This is a very long September 19. She's keep reassuring me that once I had unfrozen my account, the 24 hours release will be available. And the most funniest things is when I did, I waited for 12 weeks. Waited for 12 weeks. I message her every day, or not even every day. I don't want to spam people, I think that there is something going on. So now I put the deposit, as you can see. I had put a deposit on my account in my wallet again. And there she is, 0 to 12 hours. That's where the misleading part, because I expected my account to be activated just as that. Now I have to cover that confidentiality again. There you go, guys. Here is just a little bit of backward. This is where I keep sending from October 31st, hey, what's up? Then here, I just still messaging her, no response. October 21st, trying to tell her, hey, maybe my account will be like activated, when, where. That's the last time. Well, that is the last time we have it, when I deposit my very, very last security deposit. So here, where is, I'm gonna show you guys this another person on November 21st, here she go. Hey, look at this. She sincerely apologized for getting back to me. I wanted to let you know that the previous blah blah blah, and then she also sent me the link, the same link that we're using. So here I am sharing her because she told me that I have to share a screenshot so that I can pay my sales tax, and she will help me activate my account. So this is where manipulations, this is a scammers, this is the scammer messages that I am telling you guys that took my money for my sales tax. I need you guys to judge these messages if this is seem to be very suspicious, because again, if you can see the message, she seemed to know what she is doing, and she seemed to know me, she seemed to know my account, and she seemed to understand the layer of structures of the program. As November 21st, there she go, your withdrawal has been, and she's come to me to ensure the timely approval. Here is the, and then she asked me to put into that wallet. That's the wallet that I have put the sales tax, and she are keep giving me the fee, and I was like, okay, fine. I transferred. I'm completely liable, and I'm completely compliant. What I'm saying is I completely compliant. That is why I lost that 5% sales tax that it should be given to the platforms itself. Here we go. She even like she's not pushy at all, actually. Like, look at her, like she's very professional when she done that. And how can I not believe that she is not part of internal SHEIN staff when the onboarder staff told me that this is the official communication channel. And from this very end, once I put all the money, she disappeared as well. The same as tactic on the operator. As I said to her, I don't have money anymore. And continue. And this is the support telling me, hey, this is, separations from impersonations and blah, blah, blah. Now, this story, I want you guys to judge, and please don't forget to share this video, like, and continue to follow me for my case. Thank you guys so much for watching this story.